welcome back to the shed. So unfortunately, just another short little whatever I'm going to put up in this video. I don't know yet because I'm just going to see how this weekend unfolds. I have just been, it's been quite frustrating. Obviously I want to get the other Bonneville ready for me to ride before I get stuck into my current daily rider. I need to secure that way of getting to work each day. And yeah, because I've cocked up on the inner tube, I've had to wait for another inner tube to arrive, which came the other day. I've been cleaning up and spraying up the rear wheel, and then painting that. Didn't bother filming that. You don't really need to see aerosol paint being sprayed. I think that's a bit dull, but that's done. I will show you the finished wheel, and maybe I'll try and get that on. I think I'm going to try and get, without puncturing it, the other one done as well. So that's kind of what I want to try and get done this weekend. I also want to give that other Bonneville, as well as the new tyres and fresh paint, a oil change, fresh plugs, clean out the air filters, just to give it a nice little after winter spruce up, ready for me to be riding it. The other thing that's eating up time, I've got a little other job that I need to do for a friend, which is more into our music-y stuff. So I've just got to repair a Dyne Audio speaker. Well, just replace some components on it. So I'm going to go get that done this weekend as well for him. I'm also training for a marathon, so definitely no more roll-ups, sneaky ones, and so that's obviously biting into my time a bit now, especially the weekends as well, which used to be a bit freer. I'm having to put a few more extra hours and miles in, but I'm going to try and get little bits done. It's a bit frustrating. I'd rather have had a long video because next weekend I am actually away. I'm out of the country for a couple of days, so there is going to be no chance for me to do any video next week. So normally I wouldn't like to put anything up with what I would consider not any real content in it, but I'd rather put something up given that next weekend there's going to be nothing up. So yeah, we'll crack on. Show you the wheel, and I'm going to see what happens this weekend. Yeah, I think putting that in a tube in is got to be a high priority, and let's see if I do it without puncturing it again. So hurrah, there's the rear tyre. I'm going to take the masking tape off now. It's been drying for a few days. More light round on it. That one's done, which is nice, and the tyre is still up. Old sprocket and carriers had a nice clean up as well, so that's all ready to go back on. So I'm going to try and get that done tomorrow, as I said. Try and get that sorted out. Yeah, I'll better stop peeling the old tape off as well, and hopefully we might be able to see the Bonneville, if not with both wheels, maybe with one on tomorrow. I should maybe try and
right, okay then, so that didn't really go as planned. I didn't get the video out before I went away and all the other little things, so it's probably been a longer break than I anticipated, so forget everything I just said in the first video. But where we're at now is this Bonneville is bang on ready to rock and roll, hit the road. So I've got the wheels painted up, managed to get the tyres on eventually. Tank's done with the new mounting bracket. What else? Rear brake caliper needed a bit of a clean up and overhaul. It's had fresh plugs, fresh oil, air filters cleaned. Yeah, so it's ready now to be, until Jen wants back, my daily ride whilst the America project goes on, and it's come at quite a good point because I've literally just had another issue with the left-hand cylinder on the America cutting in and out. Again, I'm pretty 99.9% sure it's water ingress again, even with the little stubby mud guard. I had wrapped it up. I'll have to have a look under the tank to see if I'm getting water or there's a trapping of water in there, but it is pretty much those same symptoms. We've had a lot of rain over the past few days, and the bike's filthy. It's just had, just that winter crap build up on it, so I'm reckoning it's something along those lines. But it's kind of all come together at the right point. So that bike is now off the road. This one is now going to be on the road as tomorrow, and I can then really start getting into the Project America Bonneville. I can strip down the America entirely now. I don't have to worry about not having anything to get me about and to work each day. So yeah, I'll give you a little bit more of a close-up on this, and then just go over a couple of my ideas for next week's video, and we should be back on track. So the cat's going to be happy to get the get her room back, but there we go, front wheel, bane of my life, that one's on. I haven't got much room in here, sorry, to back out, but yeah, it's interesting how just a few little changes, different tank, different tyres, blacked out wheels, that's kind of made quite a visual difference, but I'm liking it. So I went up a size on the front and rear. I think if I'd probably rather have gone up even one more size maybe. That's still, to my eye, quite narrow, but there we go. But yeah, that is going to be my ride now for a little while. Slightly better view. It's fun to get back on a Bonnie again. It's amazing how the anodizing's changed on that. That was black. Barcelona, my chum Rebel Rider, she sorted me out with, she was the person I originally sold my Sato rear sets to many moons ago, so I've now got her, she still had her original foot pegs and stuff, so it's funny how it's all come full circle back round. So I've now got, well, I've actually got two brake pedals now, but gear, brake, foot pegs, so that's all sorted. Okay, so there we go, end of that video. Again, late one and a bits and pieces. It's just been one of those things, trying to sort all these little bits and bobs out. But that does mean now that next weekend I start the tear down on the America. So it's almost farewell Triumph Bonneville America. A little bit clickbaity because it's not really, you know, obviously it's going to live on in a different guise. But I'm quite excited about that next bit. That's the bit where, you know, I can start putting the front end on this, trying things out, and just where the fun bit's going to come in. I didn't think you could fit a Bonneville America Speedmaster swing arm to a Bonneville, but you can. So that was my bad. I was just kind of guessing as I was looking at eyeballing things up. I have seen one that's had it done. So I am also going to throw into the mix the idea of putting possibly the America swing arm and rear wheel on it. So changing things up a little bit, not sure, going to take some measurements. I think the American one is a bit longer. Yes, if we look on here, pivot point to the axle, that's 56 centimetres, 22-ish, just over 22 inches. So that's the length of the America swing arm. Obviously with a
15-inch wheel, not 17. We'll compare that with what we've got on the Bonneville. We'll look at the same measurement on the Bonneville swing arm. So this is kind of obviously approximately because I'm holding it up, but we're looking at just short of 19. Obviously there's a bit of variation depending where the wheel's pulled out, but so it's probably, I don't know, do you reckon that's, what did I say the other one was? Did I say 22? I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, that is shorter, so it's going to be, I don't know, I think I prefer this setup. Obviously I've got to be conscious because I still think these shocks are going to be too short, and I'm going to obviously bottom out here. So this is a 17-inch, but then I haven't actually measured height of the tyre, can't remember, all those kind of things, and then pulling it out a bit more where this is going to end up sitting. It might improve things, it might make things worse, I don't know yet, but that'll be just quite an interesting thing just to see. I think I prefer this wheel. The other one's going to be a bit fatter, and it'll be a bit, again, a bit more unusual, running kind of like the running gear, if you like, off the America on the Bonneville setup. Don't know. This is the exciting next bit, of just trying things out, which I'm really looking forward to. I can't remember if I have updated on this one. So the steering stops. Did I do this on another video? It's been so long, I can't remember. But so I went up a size to M8s and got these. Flipping what you call like collar things. So they're on there. So I think they're a bit more beef and they look quite nicely finished. I could put a black little cap on top as well if I wanted to really hide it, but I don't really mind the way that looks. So there we go. So we'll see. Be interesting to see how that looks, whether it works, but then that's the fun bit, kind of get the stance, see what is going to work and what isn't, and that's now the luxury I've got. I can take my time with the America because I haven't got to worry about getting to work on it or getting around on it as my only mode of transport. There we go. Leave you with a farewell look at the America, and catch you next week where we'll be back on schedule and fun things happening. So maybe one farewell look at the America in its current guise. Kind of quite sad because it is, I like it, it's a pretty cool looking bike, but time for a bit of a change up. But again, anything I do is probably not going to be irreversible, that's the better. So if I decide I liked it like this, I can always go back. It's just a bit of time and effort. But farewell. You've been a very solid, dependable beastie in this guise. Apart from the occasional coil issue, but that's more my fault than the bike's.